Hello everyone, welcome to Abnormal Investigations. I want to thank everybody for your positive feedback on the Patreon video we dropped. We're still getting positive feedback, so a lot of people's went over, subscribed, and so far we've got nothing but great feedback. Everybody said they wish they would have subscribed earlier. There's a lot of good stuff in there, photos and other things, so thank you all so very much for that, and it also helps support the channel. Got another encounter for you today. I think you're going to enjoy it, and we'll jump into it, but also the Patreon link will be in the description of this video, and I think we should be good to go, guys. Let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, one last thing. Spotify has a new upload, guys. Our Spotify has another upload, so go check out our Spotify. We got some really good material over there, good listening material for traveling. When I was younger, I lived in my home state of Maryland, a place known for its unexplainable and supernatural occurrences. Even the Amish and the Mennonites, who are typically friendly, fear what lurks in the darkness on a full moon night. I'd like to thank everyone who enjoys my encounter in advance. I know a lot of people don't believe in these, but I'm stepping out and I'm taking the chance to be able to share it. Hopefully, some people will understand what I'm saying. It was a cool autumn evening. The sun set, and the moon rose to meet it, briefly embracing before parting ways. The wind stirred the dying leaves, scattering them through the air, and disturbing the stillness of the lake. Foxes hunted muskrats and gophers in the tall grass, while birds sang sweet nightly laments. Squirrels jumped from tree to tree, playing a game of chase in the distance. Coyotes howled, calling to one another. As the last remnants of daylight faded, the moon rose, casting a pale, serene light. My family was inside, laughing and having a good time, but I preferred the solitude of being outdoors. It was a beautiful night. I sat alone on the porch, staring at the moon's reflection on the lake, when a deep snarl from below the porch brought me back to reality. I paused, listened to another snarl, and I was shaken as to whatever was making the noise began to rummage through my grandfather's tools. Metal clanked against metal, wooden beams were tossed about, and nails were dragged across the brick. Heavy steps made their way into the backyard, and a creature stood tall in the moonlight. It had an auburn-brown hair, pointed ears, and a wolf-like head atop of a lean, lanky body. Its sharp claws gleamed in the moonlight. The creature stood there for a few minutes. Then its ears perked up as my family's laughter grew louder inside of the home. It was definitely paying attention to what was going on inside the house. It turned to me on the porch, sniffing the air. My heart sank, but instead of attacking, the beast put a claw finger up to its snout and shushed me. That almost made my heart stop to know that it was capable of making a human reaction like that. After that, it slowly turned and walked closer to the tall grass, entering the wood line soon after, never to be seen again. As I sat there, frozen in fear, I couldn't help but wonder what had just happened. Why was something like that hiding beside the porch? I tried to shake off the feeling of unease, telling myself it was just my imagination playing tricks on me, but the memory of those glowing eyes, the sharp claws, lingered, haunting me. In many cultures, shapeshifters or mythological creatures that can take various forms include human animals. Was this a shapeshifter that I had just seen? Did I just experience a shapeshifter? Or was this a pure evil abomination that roams our woods that you hear so many speak about? I'm not sure where it came from or how it was created. I just know what I saw, and I know that it was standing there. The way it looked at me, how it shushed me, how human-like it was. The intelligence, the movement in its body. This is no ordinary animal. This is a very smart animal. And I don't even like calling it an animal. The way it shushed me, it looked at me with a almost sarcastic look. It had been sitting there listening to my family during the night, and I had no idea that it was only feet from me, crouched beside the porch as it was prowling through everything we owned. These things are evil, and they're very, very sneaky. If anybody's hunting these, which I wouldn't recommend, it knows you're there long before you ever know it's there. And if it allows you to see it, then it's because it allowed you to see it. And if you leave the woods at night, it's only because it chose to allow you to leave. You are never on your terms. You are always on its terms. Thanks for sharing my story. I would agree. It definitely has the advantage in the woods. It's where they live. It's their home. It's how they survive. Um, as far as it shushing you, to me, it's not uncommon to hear. I know to the normal person that would be very uncommon, but from the things I've went through, grew up with, and everything, it's just another trait that they possess, along with their speaking and doing the motion with their finger to come here and all the other things that I've witnessed. So, yeah, these things never fail to do something that's astonishing to people, and I think they do it on purpose to show that they are smarter than what we think they are. Something, I'm not sure what, drives them to come up to our houses, to peek in the windows, to watch us. And you all know my theory, they came from the fallen angels, and I wonder if part of them watching us isn't what's distilled in their genes, their DNA, from coming from the actual watchers. What do you all think? Is that why Bigfoot and everything sneaks around and watches us? Is it because they have that watcher DNA in them? Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for listening, guys. Until next time, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. And we'll see you on the next one. And if you don't mind, smash that like button on the way out. It helps a lot. And share us out.